Discover the respect method for seamless buyer-seller trust in business transitions.
I've never heard of this. He called it the respect method. And he approached this buyer seller meeting with this respect method. And I don't know if he made it up or where he got it from, but he told me about it beforehand. And I thought it was so helpful and so good that I've used it as often as I can to help some of my own buyers that I'm working with as they're meeting with the business owners, how to approach this, especially when there's a gap in the age, but it's an acronym obviously for respect. So R is remember the story, let them talk about their history, how they got into the business. E is employees come first. Show that you respect their team, that you plan to keep them on, even though you probably do as a buyer, they want to hear that. Is safety in the handoff, explain what their intentions are in that handoff to keep things as smooth as possible. They're not coming in making significant changes, even though the business owner might be running the business from a fax machine, and there certainly need to be some improvements. Key is protect their legacy. Tell the seller that you plan to keep their name, honor the way that they're doing things, and they have a legacy that will live on within the community. E is ease into the changes. Obviously, there are some changes, systems, processes, procedures that need to be updated, but it's good to just tell the business owner, my goal is just to come in here and ease into things. I'm not making any major changes. I want to learn the business, the culture, get to know employees, vendors, establish trust, and then ease into anything. C is a clear plan. So that often happens. I do what's called like a pre-closing transition meeting where we really develop that clear plan to make things as smooth as possible. And in respect is end the meeting by simply thanking them for all the work, what they've actually built. To your point, Neil, you had mentioned they've really built something to be proud of. And it's taken their blood, sweat, and tears. And so it's helpful for the business owner to hear the buyer acknowledge that. That was the framework that this buyer came in to that meeting and developed all sorts of trust. And we were able to close that transaction. And I've since used it often to help bridge that gap and make those buyer seller meetings go as smoothly as possible.